up an innovative Marine Fusion 40 Pro with the APS stand, and we're about to show you how to build 5 completely different habitats. I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but I can disclose that the livestock for the first build has arrived safely, and there was so much of it that I was less than an inch away from flooding my floor. Disclaimer alert, some of the gear is going to change. The tank, stand, and return pump will be constant, but different habitats are going to require specialized gear. But not to worry, we will go into greater detail later on. The innovative Marine 40 Fusion Pro 2 Aquarium bundle is an all-in-one style tank with a rear filtration chamber. It comes with a 40-gallon tank, one Mighty Jet DC return pump with controller, one 200-micron filter sock, an acrylic custom caddy with mechanical fiber balls, 2 carbon packs and 2 GFO packs, a pre-installed rubber leveling mat, a pre-installed mesh screen, 1 micro meg glass cleaner, 2 high tide water risers, and 2 additional lock line return nozzles. This NUVO Fusion Pro 2 bundle is 40 gallons in total, including the rear filtration chamber. With 8mm thick low iron glass, the beveled and polished edges give the tank an overall clean aesthetic with super precise lines. Including the rear filtration chamber, the innovative Marine 40 Pro is 24 inches long, 20 inches wide, with a height of 19 inches. If I was to recommend an ideal beginner tank, this would be it. It's big enough to add lots of livestock and reduce parameter swings, yet small enough to not break the bank, and will fit into any household. Plus, the all-in-one style tank with a rear filtration chamber means there's no sump, and that's just more simple for beginners. The APS stand comes in either white or black and is made of 100% recycled aluminum. Designed specifically for this tank, it comes with an adjustable height MDF shelf, and it took me about an hour to assemble. Setting up the stand is the hardest part, so here are some tips to make your life a little easier. As you're unboxing everything, be sure to place the pieces on something soft, as the sharp aluminum edges can definitely scratch up your wood floors. Every piece has a plastic protective coating, and trust me, it is way easier to remove the plastic before assembly. The hex wrench is included, but you're also going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. Each aluminum piece has 2 channels, and the tension lock always goes into the smaller channel. To secure the pieces together, use the hex wrench to turn the tension lock 180 degrees until the dot is facing the center of the piece. It's actually really important to install the plastic end caps before putting the pieces together. That way you can line the pieces up perfectly, including the very small depth of that end cap. Believe it or not, you can absolutely over tighten the tension locks, so stop once the pieces feel secure. Once put together and placed upright, if it's not level, take some time to adjust the lower pieces until it feels secure. The felt pieces attach to the plastic end caps and not directly to the aluminum frame. When attaching the top wooden piece to the end caps, apply significant downward pressure. Otherwise, the screw will just lift the end cap off of the aluminum frame, which defeats the purpose to begin with. Other than those tips, just follow the instructions, and it's really not that hard. My wife was at work when I was filming this, so I lifted the tank myself. Big mistake. Get a helper to lift this tank. After removing all the plastic wrap, set to work on removing the paper from the rear acrylic baffle. It's tedious, but I found it much faster to remove the 2 water height risers and then start from the top. If you can get one long piece started without any rips, you can peel the whole thing off much easier and much quicker. Install the custom caddy with only the mechanical filter balls in one side, and on the other put the 4-inch filter sock. Remove everything else from the rear filtration chamber. Put the 2 lock line nozzles into place and put the extensions aside for now. You can absolutely give the tank a quick level using composite shims, but I'm just going to wait until we put some water in the tank. I'm going to start out with this Seche Extreme SDC Wavemaker. It's a DC pump with Wi-Fi app control that also tells you the water temperature. How cool is that? And with a flow range of 270 to 2,250 gallons per hour, it's going to fit the bill for most of our needs. The only reason I'll likely swap it out for some of our 5 builds is this has a really narrow angle of flow at 22.5%. On a personal level, I love this 24-inch 4-bulb dimmable T5 fixture by ATI. Since I already have it, I'm going to use it, but depending on the livestock, we will change it out with some LED fixtures. We're going to use the Reef Breeders Prism Auto Top-Off unit with the innovative Marine 5-gallon hydrofill reservoir. I've had this extra AquaL 150-watt ultra heater, and it fits perfectly into the rear filtration chamber. I'm going to be using some pre-cycled reef rock from Carib Sea that's been stewing in a trash can for a while, but since most of you probably don't have access to pre-cycled reef rock, just pick up a bottle of Fritz Turbo Start to get the cycle going. If you're like me and imagine that you're not going to pull this out, wash it every 3 to 4 days, then I would highly recommend picking up a few extra of these mid-size filter socks from Innovative Marine. I think that about covers it gear-wise for now, but stay tuned because we're definitely going to make some additions and changes as we go on. Our first rather large shipment of corals has arrived, so it's time to build our first Euphyllia garden. Click here to unlock the secrets for successful and happy frog spawn, torch corals, and hammer corals. And as always, everyone, thanks for watching. Happy reefing, be well. We'll see you next time.